Hi everyone, my name is Christine. Thank you for joining me today. I created this Desert Blossoms quilt based on a classic quilt block known as Delectable Mountains. And yep, this is the same quilt. I created 2 different sample blocks before I cut into my good fabric. Please follow along as I show you how I created my Desert Blossoms quilt. Here we go. I am making the 2 at a time half square triangles. It's where you draw a line from corner to corner, and then I'm going to sew 1/4 of an inch away from that line. For marking on a dark fabric, I have one of those heat erasable marking pens. So this one is white. So I am going to take one of my printed squares and line them up right sides together. Since it's solid fabric, there's not a right side or a wrong side. But if it was, I would be marking on the back side. So now what I'm going to do is making the 2 at a time half square triangles. I start on the fabric so I don't push the fabric down into my feed dogs. The lines on my machine, the tape I have here, the green painter's tape is lined up with the 1/4 inch line on my machine and on my foot. And the blue tape I have lined up with my needle. So when I am making half square triangles, this helps a lot because I can keep this point on this green line, and that helps keep it straight in case if this line is faded or I can't see it as well. Or for smaller ones where I don't mark lines at all. On big pieces like this, I do mark a line. I have chosen on my sample block to go down to 9 inches because I need to cut these into 4 exact width strips. I am using not my navy, but my print fabric as my dominant fabric that's going to be making the pattern. The navy is my background. So you want to make sure that one is going this way and one is going this way. I know that I want to cut these at 2 1/4 inches. So I'm going to take my painter's tape. I'm going to put this on the 2 1/4 inch line. I'm not putting it on there exactly because I want to be able to see the line. And I'm just putting 2 1/4 inch. So when it comes to cutting on a ruler, sometimes people are on the line, sometimes they're to the side of the line, sometimes they line the line up. What I say is just pick something and then just be consistent with it. I'm using my sample ones because it works out so well for me to be able to look at that to be like, okay, this is how they go together. Okay, so I'm flipping and I'm flipping and I'm flipping and I'm flipping. Okay, so flip, 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 flip. So see, you get that, it's like a zigzag pattern. I experimented with a bunch of different layouts, and I will leave a link to that video in the upper right hand corner here, as well as at the end of this tutorial. But this is the one that I decided on. I labeled my rows 1 through 6 and then pinned each block together in that row. I hope you have enjoyed my Desert Blossoms quilt. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a great day.